All right, welcome everyone to Thursday Yin. My name is Alex. I'll be your instructor. It's excellent to be here. It's a beautiful day. It started off raining, but now it's shining. We're going to do the same. So let's all just sit up if we're in a lying position. Just time to come up to a sitting position. And you're going to sit in a comfortable way, so heels underneath the knees, or if you have the flexibility, bring the heels towards the tailbone. And once here, we're just gonna move side to side. And as we move side to side, we're gonna reach to the other side. Just nice and slow, and as we do this, we're gonna look in the opposite direction. Just nice and easy, and get into this kind of beautiful flow. And as you can see, as I reach the other side, I wanna bring my elbow down. Oh, that's where you start to feel it. But again, nice and slow, because in yoga, we never force. Right? We just allow and accept. So again, reaching forward or to the side, right? Dropping the elbow and then switching, right? And again, it can just be a little movement. It can be a really big movement, right? But you're exploring your body through your breath. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale and choose the one that feels best, right? At any moment, but remember, always being aware of the breath. So just nice and easy to warm up, side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now that you're up in an upright position, take your elbows, and we're just going to start to do like a running with our elbows. And as we do a running with our elbows, we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to start to stretch with our elbows. Keep your gaze towards the screen, right? Towards me. Right? And just let your elbows be at play here. So your whole body is rotating around your spine. So your spine's trying to be as center as it can by keeping your gaze forward, your drishti behind closed eyes, your single point of concentration. And your arms are just extending up and out. I can even extend backward, right? Just to feel a little bit of energy, moving your arms, moving your elbows, whichever feels best, just stretching it out. Little tiny micro movements for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, listen carefully, let your head go. Look in the direction of the twist. Look in the direction of the twist. Nice, let yourself twist, again, behind closed eyes. It should feel good. You should feel like there's parts that you can break through. Right? We never want to break down. Right? Never force or fix. Just allow and accept. But looking left and right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, sitting up nice and tall, hands on knees, start to make circles with the heart. Big circles with the heart. Heart comes forward, heart comes back, moving it all the way through, breathing all the way in and all the way out. Good, and let's move in the other direction now, moving in the opposite way. last one. Beautiful. Now from here, lean back, open up the legs nice and wide, super wide for Dragonfly. Let's see if I can get them on the image here. Almost. I think they're a little too wide, but that's okay. You can imagine where they would be, right? Here's my feet. Let me just tuck the screen a little bit down. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that would definitely help. Okay, so opening up the legs, reach for side to side. Reach for side to side. And you can't quite see, but I'm just curling my toes. Hey, Helen, welcome, right? Great that you joined, right? Just left and right, let it flow, let it go. Dropping the ear. We're just getting started, which is great. We just warmed up a little bit through our sitting posture. And we haven't even entered into our first posture yet. Just getting all those little micro movements in, stretching it out. Good, now start to stretch it out through the legs. Through the legs. Right, I'm moving again through that side body like we started, but a little bit more forward this time. Again, try not to think too much, right? Start to get into the breathing, right? Feeling the healing. That's what it's all about, the breathing. Good, and notice I'm just moving my arms, feeling now. Again, 30 more seconds, just getting into a very open, expansive experience. Right, stretching in all the ways. Again, legs are straight, right? You can get them straighter by curling your toes. That fires up things, but then you want to relax a little bit. Right? You want to explore your body. Experience yourself. What is the self made of? The mind, the body, and the breath. That's what the self is made of, right? We lose one of these things, we lose ourselves. Right? There would be an aspect of us missing. If we were in a simulator and we didn't have a body, we had a digital body, we'd say, oh, where did our body go? Where did our self go? Right? If we had a body and we were in a coma and we didn't have any consciousness, we would say, where did our self go? If we didn't have a breath, we wouldn't be alive. There would be no mind. There wouldn't be no body, so there's no self. So the self is all three. And we need all three to have a self. And so for us, the ego is our amigo. So when we go into this posture Dragonfly, I want you to feel this transformation of yoga. Right? Taking your breath from automatic breathing into natural breathing. And for Yin Yoga, it's all about going from a comfortable position, which is where we are now, right? We're not being put into anything, just Dragonfly, just leg straight. We can be anywhere though. We can still be stretching, more upright, good. But now when we put ourselves into it or we surrender into it, remember, we want to surrender to the comfortable edge. What does that mean? Well, every teacher interprets it a little differently. For us, we understand it as the breath, right? How far can you go until the breathing becomes shallow? How far can you go until the breathing becomes, again, kind of automatic? It's not under your discretion. It's not under your awareness. So I'm going to start breathing in deeply through the nose. I might do a couple exhales through the mouth, but then it will start to be steady through the nose. Once that happens, I'm going to focus on that breath and I'm going to go as deep as I can. And once that breath changes, that's when I know I've gone too deep. And so I back off. And then with the exhale, I go back in. And I back off. And then I go back in. So this is me explaining my experience, but this is what is happening when I'm doing the stretch. As I'm teaching the stretch, your job is to find the teaching, right? Not to look like me, the teacher. Right? Nobody should look like anyone else in yoga. We should all be different because we all have different bodies. And so the same thing goes. But the practice is for everybody. The ability to find the comfortable edge is for everybody. So whether your forehead goes to the floor, whether the crown of the head goes to the floor, whether the heart's on the floor, whether you're a long way from the floor, it really doesn't matter. You're doing your variation of perfection in the posture, which is be comfortable, find your comfortable edge, and surrender, which we call relax, right? Very simple. Be comfortable, that's in your body. Find your comfortable edge, that's the threshold, body to breath. And if you can do that and ride that deeper threshold, so let's see for me. Today it feels like yep, I still got it, but now I'm starting to feel it. right? And that's a good thing. But if I stay here and breathe, it might change very quickly. And it usually does. Again, as the teacher, I'm not going to go all the way down into it because I want to teach and I want to take away from the experience. Right? It's not my class, it's your class. I'm devoted for you. Right? I am devoted to teach this. Right? You are devoted to practice this. And of course, it's always a practice to teach. Everything is a practice. And that's the beauty of yoga. Daily practice makes that living wisdom. So let your feet relax, let your legs relax. Get them as relaxed as you can, as straight as you can, as relaxed as you can. Feel that connection through the hips, right? Through the heart. Relax that connection, shake it out. Now you're comfortable. Now start to get to comfortable edge. Relax your elbows down, right? Relax your head down to the ground. Right? And just surrender down. Let everything be in order to truly receive. Right? That's what surrender is. You don't have to do anything. You just be and receive. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Settling in the posture. Coming forward whenever necessary. Beautiful stretch to the hamstrings, beautiful stretch to the hips, beautiful stretch to the lower back, upper back, shoulders, head, everything is relaxing. Dragonfly is a transformational pose, a great starting posture to get us in and ready for all our other postures. Head relaxes, heart relaxes, hips relax. And as you relax, you can come forward, right? It's okay, right? Just move your hands forward, bring your elbows more down. But as soon as you lose that breath, back off, right? The breath and the body go together. That's how we move through the mind. We spoke about earlier, about the light coming out. Right? It was a rainy day, and now it's a sunny day. Right? The beautiful power of the sun is not just its light, but also its gravity, which is here. When the rain is here, it's actually more gravity. That's why we feel heavy. Right? All that moisture in the air. There's more heaviness. Right? More gravity. More matter. Right? But the mystery is always the same. Gravity is constant. And so we feel gravity. We feel it in every cell, every muscle fiber, every organ, every synapse. Gravity is a part of us. And again, gravity is why we call the word surrender. We're not surrendering to anything or anyone else. We're surrendering to the universe. We're surrendering to ourselves as the universe, right? The universe inside of us, the universe outside of us, feeling that expansion and that contraction with each breath. Ten. Really settle in. 9. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Before we come up, we're going to do one Brahmari. Brahmari is the strong hum. We let it echo nose to toes, crown of the head to fingertips. It affects our whole body. The stronger we hum, the more we're going to amplify the feeling, which then extends the healing. Good, deep breath in, all together. And slowly coming up. And again, we're going to spend a whole minute doing what we did at the beginning of this posture. Moving side to side. Moving side to side. Hoo-wee. This is yin. Right? This is the joy of the slow, the deep, the dark, the lunar, the mysterious aspects of ourselves. And again, it was amazing, even for me, where I started. Wasn't even really doing the posture, right? Was more on the teaching end of things, right? Right? Not so much the experience or the participation. But once I started participating, even near the end there, especially during that Brahmari, right? Got really deep. Was able to get my head all the way down comfortably, right? That didn't happen at the beginning. So again, we create permanent lasting change, and that's why this class is so special. Right? There's really nothing quite like yin. Right? It's, for me, when I teach the YTT, it's always a starting point. They always learn yin first, not as an add-on, not as a separate, right? They learn it within the program. It's very important. Because if you can't go slow, then what real right do we have to go quick? Right? We're just going to end up hurting ourselves because we don't know how to get comfortable. We don't know how to find that comfortable edge. And of course, if we can't do that, then we can't be relaxed. So we're not really doing yoga, we're exercising, which is fine. But that's something different. Yoga is a connection of mind and body through breath. It's about balance, right? It's about effort and reward being even until the effort is the reward. Fantastic, guys. Good. Again, really slowly. Take your hands behind you. Bring your legs together. And the soles of the feet. And then bring your hips and heels together a few times and just pulse. So all I'm doing, I'll show you from the side, is just lifting up and bringing my hips towards my heels. This feels really good, right? To help release it. Just up and down, feel. Then if you want, you can start to reverse table, right? Bringing it down, you can just stay here. Right, windshield wiper your knees a few times. Good, and when you're ready, just pop up a few times, stretch the other way, stretch the other way, stretch the other way, and then come back down. And again, just dissipating that energy. Right, there's lots of energy created. We're letting it flow, letting it go, putting it back into the earth where we got it. Grab my timer for the next one. Fantastic. All right, so we did a beautiful opening through the hips. Next, we're gonna do, again, but one side at a time. We're gonna open up the hips one side at a time. Okay, perfect. So now, cross the right leg over top of the left and just open up that knee. This is called reclined. Reclined pigeon. Okay, so lie down. I like to put a head pillow. Again, I could have just grabbed one from my couch or a blanket, but I have a little bolster active. So if you have it too, that's great. It will feel really good. You'll feel really nice. So again, this is the pigeon. So we're just going to start by lifting up and down a little bit and just feeling nice. Tuck your chin. Right, again, feeling the healing. Right up and down we go. Where we stop, only Alex knows. Good. When you're ready, reach for the knee or reach for the thigh, whichever you prefer, right? See the connection. This leg is bringing this leg in. And with ourselves lying down, it's very easy to relax, right? Very easy to relax. And as we relax, let it go, let it flow. I think next week I'm going to remove the couch. That way I have more space, because I really prefer this side angle. It looks really nice on the camera. So again, a lot easier for me to teach from the side. This is great. Good, bringing that leg in, nice and easy, bending elbows. Good, feel. With each breath, remember, you're going from comfort to comfortable edge. Where do you feel it in your back body as you bring it in? Right? Where is that place where the breath gets tense? And then back off from there. It's amazing what you can accomplish in your body when you work breath by breath. Like to make a little extra challenge for yourself. Start to bring your tailbone to the floor so it actually moves your arms away from each other. It doesn't change what happens on the legs. Just instead of tilting toward you, right, you can start to straighten the arms and tilt downward. That'll feel different. Rock your hips side to side and just feel relaxed into it. You'll find the sweet spot. There is a sweet spot. Right? Feel it in your back. Really important. Right? Massage it through each and every vertebrae. Especially where we just came from in Dragonfly. You should feel it really down in the sacrum. Right? Down where the pelvic floor is. It should feel like an arrow. Right? An energy coming out of your tailbone. Right? This is the sort of home or nesting space of the Kundalini energy. That tremor that comes through our bodies. That's why we call it a sacred tremor, right? Da, 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 da. Sometimes it gets really strong and we just let it flow through us. And again, it creates that permanent, lasting change. Once it awakens, it can never not unawaken, right? It's like knowing. Once you know, you can never unknow. That's why they have that saying, you can forgive, but you can't forget. To do yoga is to forget perfectly. Beautiful. Of course, what did we just forget about? That was 5 minutes. Perfect. From here, drop the leg down and just windshield wiper your leg down to the side. Good. Let it come down. Notice my foot is on the floor. And we're going to twist right from here. So you're going to use that top leg to help you twist. This should feel really nice. Imagine your right hip is moving toward the ground. Good. 5 minutes here. Breathing here. Feeling here. If you'd like to remove the pillow, you can. Or keep it. It's really nice for your neck. Right? But stretching through the hips. Stretching through the heart. Stretching through the head. And again, over time, if you want to make it harder, right, or more difficult, you just bend that knee. And as you bend that knee, you're going to feel it because it's going to forward fold that right side of your lumbar. And you'll feel it. Oh, right. You can just put some weight of your hand, elbow drops to the ground, and then again, just hold the position that you can breathe through. Right, if you're not feeling any of the twist, you just keep going, right? Eventually, again, I can't really show you because I'll come off the camera, but you could stretch the leg all the way straight, right? And that is another option as well. But again, it all starts with the sole of the foot being above the knee. I like to just bring it down, imagining that my knee is going into my armpit. Yeah, that feels great all through the body. So got a little bit of a different variation of twist. And we do all sorts of different variations, but it's always the same, right? Hips unlock the heart, heart unlocks the head. And again, whatever way the feet are going, we're gazing and looking in the opposite direction. And going even deeper into that breath, into that comfortable edge, push the abdomen down, massage all the organs. Breathing all the way in and all the way out, right? Let it go, let it flow. Nice long hold today. Breathing in what the earth is breathing out. Beautiful, guys. Listen carefully. Uncross, not uncross, meaning like uncross yourself. Look back at the screen where you started, right? So we're in a fetal position. Good. Allow yourself to come back up into your pigeon pose. We got one more pose to go. Good. And now what we're going to do is shoelace. Cross the leg one on top of the other. And then all we do is bring the feet in towards the chest. Draw the knees. And this is level 1. Good. Just a gentle, again, sacrum extending forward and back. Right? Tailbone up. Tailbone down. And as we do this, just feel that energy. Right? Lots of energy as we opened up the hip. We abducted. Now we're adducting. Bring it towards the center line. Beautiful. If you like to go further, you can grab hold of your sort of shins. Right? I like to go all the way to the feet. And then once you have the feet, you can really push down through the knees and then get the feeling of if you were sitting. Right? That's the feeling I like to go for. Right? The feeling as if I'm sitting. It's a lot harder, so just be mindful because your knees are actually shooting down and then you're trying to get maybe both feet on the floor, right? Or maybe just one, holding the other one up to give it a little bit more alignment through the hips, or neither. Just letting it float. Good. Wherever you're at, just make sure you follow the 3 principles, right? First, you got to get comfortable. And that's where all the movement comes in. See, even I'm not even comfortable yet. I'm still moving, still trying to feel which way I want to do this, right? Letting it go, letting it flow. And the only way to do that is through the breath. Right? Breathing all the way in, all the way out. And once I find it, and I just relax into it. And there might always be a little movement to the movement. Remember, stillness is anything but still. Right? I'll never let anyone in Yin class try to force you to be still. Right? Stillness comes with experience and practice. As a beginner in Yin, you used to be very dogmatic. You know, this is the way it is done. Right? Don't move. Right? Don't do anything. Just be in the posture. Which is great, but that's the highest level. Right? To get there is a journey. It's like saying someone, when you're at the top of the mountain, make sure to look around. Right? The looking around part is the easy part. It's getting up the mountain that's the hard part. Right? And so again, make sure to, well, I will if I can get up the mountain. So all the little micro movements are how you get up the mountain. If you started like this and it's too much, you just back off. Right? Go towards your shins. Oh, that feels better. Right? Ankles. Oh, that feels better than my feet. Stay there. Right? Actually, it does feel better than my feet. So I'm just going to stay here. Right? And get a nicer pull from it today. Good. Feeling the spine, because it's all about the spine. Again, internally rotating the hips. Right? Getting another strong sensation, but doing it on the ground today rather than sitting up, because that's a different sensation. Right? It's really, really nice. And again, if you'd like to go even further, right, you can bring those knees, like we said from the beginning, in towards your chest. Right? For some of you, you'll be able to hug them in towards your chest. Right? Again, it's totally up to you how you want to take this posture. I just keep showing you different ways of exploring it. And that's the key. I think we got 1 minute left. Doing great, guys. Breathing here, feeling here. Again, we're doing Yin and Yang ways, right? Little tiny micro movements go a long way. Again, that's how plants grow. Little tiny micro movements. Beautiful, guys. And again, nice and slowly release down to the ground. Okay, uncross your legs and literally just start windshield wipering the knees side to side nice and slowly. Take all the time you need, full minute before we go to the other side. I have to recenter myself so I can go all the way left and right. Perfect. Yeah, just left and right. Feel, feel, feel. Whoa. And again, this should be a really clearing feeling as we counter stretch, right? Getting all this energy to disseminate through the body, to dissipate. Oh, feels great. Good, we're gonna do it again on the other side. It's gonna feel even better because we just unlocked the right. So now we're gonna do the left. I'm gonna flip sides so I can stay on the same level as you. No, it's okay, I'll do it this way. Let's just keep it the same. All right. So, left on top of right. That's how we started. Nice reclined pigeon pose. Again, I did it with the bolster last time. This time I'm going to remove the bolster just because. Or I might even try with something maybe a little smaller, like my hands. Okay, so again, if I need my hands, then I'm going to go flat. I'm okay with that. If I'm not okay with it, I'll just grab it back. But this is totally up to you. Again, what you do on one side, you should do on the other. But again, the neck is independent from what we're doing. So again, if you'd like to work the neck, feel it all the way through in a more traditional Yin way. There are no props or supports in Yin, so there we go. Special Alex class. Good, we grab the knee or we grab underneath the shin, whichever you prefer. I like to grab the knee. I'm putting on our timer. Beautiful. And then lie back, relax, and feel. Good. You're just lining up that ankle, that knee in a comfortable way. If anything is uncomfortable, right, just put it down and reset. Right, move around. Right, comfort takes at least a minute. We have 5 minutes in each of these postures, so it's going to feel really great. I like to use my elbows and my shoulders. You see, my arms aren't even bending yet. I'm just using it all through my body, all through my spine. In about a minute, I'll for sure be comfortable. And once I'm comfortable, I can start to find my comfort edge, and I can ride that with my breath, and then I'm relaxed, and I'm at a new level. I've progressed. I've disseminated the energy through the body. I've implemented the teachings. And again, so what you want to imagine is that your left heel, again, the leg that is coming toward you now, the closest one to you, one that's out to the side that looks like cobbler pose, right? That one, the left leg, that's getting a nice stretch of the hip. But again, the knee is actually going in the opposite direction, right? It's actually going this way. This knee is coming toward us. So if you'd like to use your other arm to help, I only encourage it a little bit more on the left side because for most people, the left side's a little stickier. The reason that is because when we sit cross-legged, we usually sit with right leg in front. And again, just to feel it, this knee comes in, this knee goes out. And again, that's the feeling you want to create when you're holding, right? This leg is pushing out. You see the space? See, push into that space. Oh, there it is. And then I can relax it down through my tailbone, arms, Not much changes externally, but a lot changes internally. Right? And then you just get to a comfortable place where you can relax with the breath and then keep stretching. Feel the breath all the way through the spine. Nose to toes. Crown of the head to the tailbone. Good, guys. That was 5 minutes. Lower that foot down to the floor. And again, just like we did on the other side, just shift that hip over a little bit to the left side. Lower down onto the right side. Let that leg that's up touch the floor. That's our twist. There we are. Perfect. Right, again, you can use this arm to deepen the twist. As you can see, the hip lifts. You get it all through that backside. That's why I didn't change position, so you can see it differently this time. 5 minutes here. Right, doing fantastic. And again, if your head doesn't feel comfortable, again, you can put your hand under your head, or again, just tuck chin, make it a little more comfortable, work it out through your spine, or go back to the bolster. Right, put the bolster behind you. But either way, it's a great day to be alive. Right? It's a great day to be practicing yin, connecting the mind and the body through the breath. Deep breath in, deeper breath out. guys. You're doing great. All right, 2 minutes and counting. All right, just keep breathing and feeling. All right, let that hip connect with that heart. Let that heart connect with your head. Feel the twist. It's so powerful for your body, especially when you breathe all the way in and all the way out. Beautiful. And again, slowly relax out. Let the body just do what it's got to do, right? Let yourself untwist. And again, just feel. A little bit of movement here. Just let it go. Let it flow. Ooh. Wow. Right, beautiful twist. And now we have one last movement, shoelace, which is going to feel the best, right? Because it's all counter, counter, counter twisting. 5 minutes here. Right, take as much time as you need to recover, right? Not necessary to rush, just getting in the posture to show and demonstrate. Perfect. So we start by bringing the knees in, right? That's level 1. And you're going to start to reach a little bit lower. Level 2, down to the feet, level 3. And then as I demonstrated, level 4, right? Bringing it all the way in and tucking it in. Whoa, right? Not ready for that just yet. So I'm going to start down at the shins or ankles. That feels good for me. And relaxing here. Internally rotating the hips. And again, I say relaxing, but again, that was a little bit of a jump, right? Again, very advanced if I could just get in and relax. Proper nomenclature would be comfort. Right? Am I comfortable here? I'm getting comfortable. Right? That's what Yin's all about. Oof. Right? Lots of power. I'm just letting those knees move away from the body so they can come into the body. They also move away from the body. This simulates more of the feeling of sitting. And this feels also like sitting, but when you're crunched up. Then I'm going to move to that place, but not just yet. To begin, just want to start nice and slow. Again, get nice and comfortable. Find my breath. Again, feeling it all through that back body. That's what's important. Get yourself in the position that can really feel it through the spine. Really work through the asana in a different way. When we do this sitting up, it's very different than doing it lying down. Right? It's very special to do it lying down. It's very special to do it sitting up. But again, whatever position you are, feel the sacred tremor. That's your comfortable edge. Well, actually, technically, that's your edge. It's your kundalini energy maybe pushing back. Right? In order to push through, we have to surrender. Right? We have to find where it is. Where was that again? Oh, there it is, right? And then you want to just move into it gently. Right? Moving into it nice and gently. Beautiful, guys. Wow, that was a beautiful sequence. Again, just uncross the legs, right? Let those soles of the feet hit the floor and just windshield wipe with the knees as long as you like. Just gotta adjust myself. Oh, perfect. Right, let it flow, let it go, left and right, left and right, left and right. Right, really feel it. Permanent, lasting change. Nice, strong class. All right, so again, just stretch out your legs. If that's uncomfortable, you can keep the soles of the feet on the floor. I'm just going to remove the bolster and just full Shavasana. And remember, when you lie in Shavasana, you're the most grounded. And all the energy is dissipating into the earth. Deep breath in. Sigh it out to begin. Closed lips. Just allow the breath to flow naturally through the nasal passage, through the lungs, through the diaphragm, through the abdomen, all the way down to the base of the spine. And that oxygen-rich blood gets sent to your toes. Everything is online. Everything is connected. You are feeling the healing. You are being, you are receiving. Let it flow, let it go. Ready, you're going to twinkle your fingers like stars. Squeeze your glutes, relax your glutes, roll out. And we're going to do one Brahmari all together to wake from our awakening. Deep breath in. Gently rocking the head side to side, twinkling the fingers like stars. Remembering this is your practice. If you would like to lie here and continue, feel free. For the rest of us, we're gonna slowly bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Draw the arms up over your head, stretch back, reach back. A few tailbone tilts. Oh, stretch it out through that tailbone. Good, and when you're ready, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Rock your head side to side. And when you're ready, roll onto left or right side and come up to a comfortable seated position. Good. So if you'd like to sit in the easy pose, right, or the easier pose, heels underneath the knees, even easier pose, or the easy of the easier poses, heels to tailbone, right, side to side, stretch. Oh, feel all that beautiful energy we created today. And from stretching side to side, little circles, and feeling the healing, like where we came from, how we began, and how we feel now just after a short amount of time. Right, an hour practice goes by so quickly, that temporal dimension just disappears when you're in a flow state. That is the psychology of optimal experience. That is yoga. Good, other direction. Two. Good, and one. Beautiful. Bring our hands together. Get some good energy in our palms. Bring it up over our heads. And then back down over our hearts. Good. Close your eyes, go inside. Keep rubbing the palms together for 10. Nice and strong. 9. Feel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the palms open. Move your spine forward and back. Right, grow nice and tall. Tuck your chin. Feel the hips. Feel the heart. Feel the head. Feel your whole self. We're going to slowly chant the mantra Om, nice and strong. And as we do so, we're going to slowly close our palms together to Namaskar Mudra. Good. Deep breath in. Om. Shanti. Peace. In your hearts, in your lives, in everything that you see, are, and be. The divine in me sees and shares the divine in you, in love, with love, through love. Thank you everyone for coming out today. Namaste.